Welcome to the Thundercloud, the humble abode. We're about to get started here shortly. It appears that the wrench is running late yet again. Go figure. Close out these gaming deals that I was looking at. There was only a couple sales I thought that looked kind of promising. I sent one to Nathan, 911, what is it, 911 operator or something? You get to, it's like a simulator for you're like answering 911 calls essentially. So I sent that to Nathan and said that'd be a good one for him. He likes all these simulator games. There is gaming deals for everyone, including yourself. I don't have the funds though. Yeah, it actually does sound interesting. It's actually got pretty good reviews as well. Let me just take a look at it again. 911. Oh, it's 911 operator. It's a $1.69. It has. Oh shit! You guys weren't supposed to hear that. Whoops. That's why I shouldn't be opening this stuff while we're streaming. It says a game about the difficult work of people that manage emergency lines and services, answer incoming calls and react properly, give first aid instructions, advise, dispatch correct number of firemen, police, ambulances, or sometimes just ignore the call, play on any city in the world. So kind of interesting. Yeah, 911 operator game. It's $1.69. It's got a very positive reviews. It's got 66 recent and 4,046 total. A sequel to 112 Operator. Was 112 Operator an actual game, or is that a joke? Yeah, I could see it being like a game you would just play for a couple hours and then like never play it again probably. But if you've got a customer service background, it might be a good game to play. You get the mobile version free. Huh. I have never played a mobile game in my life, if I'm going to be honest with you. I downloaded one. It was supposed to be kind of Zelda-ish. I forget the name of it. But I never played it. And I don't intend to play it. I'd rather play on a real screen, not a fucking 6-inch screen. So there's that, right? Sage's still running late. I guess we're going to have to go with just 2 wrenches tonight, so we can practice call avoidance. I mean, it does say you can just ignore the call, so technically that would be call avoidance. It probably has bigger implications than, being a retail store, right? Let me see the comments over here. There's also too long of holding penalties. You shouldn't place people on hold when they're calling for help, should you? Especially not some of the holds that I've seen in my glory days of 20 to 50 minute holds. Intentional disconnects. Yeah, if it sounds like it's going to be a tricky call, just fucking hang up. Did that image work that I sent, or did it cut off text at the bottom? Seemed like it was going to cut off text at the bottom. I believe it was a pretty marvelous picture, though. I'll read what it actually said. The best part is cut off, so how would I fix that? I don't think they would have the time to ask for a supervisor if they're about to get fucking strangled. So there is that. Probably less soup calls in the 911 world. Unless like the dispatch you're calling is closed. The number you're trying to reach is no longer in service. Bye. Alright, we're going to read this because I thought this was a good picture, but apparently part of it got cut off. So I just have to scroll up a bit here. So you got the picture of Bart Simpson, who looks like he's going to piss his fucking pants. This is the worst beat in Balatro. And then Homer, with his words of wisdom, says, worst beat so far. And I think that pretty much sums up how Bellotro works in a nutshell to an absolute T. So it's too bad that picture got cut out. You're going to have to make the pictures a little bit smaller, I guess, vertically. Make them maybe a bit more horizontal. Landscaped, I guess. I don't know the proper term. But I think you're going with too much of a portrait version. So, good attempt. You did fail, though. I'm being told in a private message that I am small vertically. Okay. I'm average, okay? I'm an average sized for height, okay? So fuck you. I don't want to hear that shit. Anything you can say here, nameless. It doesn't have to be off camera here. We are not going to. Okay. That's what they all say. Okay. Let's get the childish antics out of the way for now. You guys can go back to call avoiding and see where that gets you in life. Get you fucking fired. I only see one like so far, so that's a problem. I only got 3 concurrent viewers, and that's bad. Because Sage is like, he's just really saying fuck you lately, in my humble opinion. But let's get to it. We're gonna move on without Sage. We're gonna sail without him. Permanent call avoidance by quitting. That's pretty much true, I would say. That's definitely a true statement right there. You quit on all of us when you sent your resignation in. Sage is 25% of the viewers. I would say he's more of a 17.6 to a 12.5. Sometimes we get 7 or 8 concurrent. So nice try, though. I see what you tried to do here. Try to break me down tonight, but it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. Yeah, you quit before I could get to firing you. That's right. You knew it was coming. Even though I was not your boss at that time, you knew I would pull some strings and make it happen. Talk to the big fish, as they say. All right, we're going to get the NBA out of the way. Sage wouldn't want to hear this anyway. So apparently we've got Marcus Smart planning to join the Los Angeles Lakers after the Wizards buy his contract out. He's planning to sign a 2-year, $11 million deal with the Lakers. Great defensive player, was the 2022 Defensive Player of the Year. And I believe 3 other times he was like noted as one of the top defenders, I guess. So he's going to play backup point guard to Luka Doncic, and Doncic did recruit him heavily, apparently. So there you go. NBA out of the way. Sage doesn't have to hear that at all. We've got absolutely no NFL news to go over that I think is notable. So NBA, NFL is covered. MLB, I saw Nick Kurtz had a big game today. Eugenio Suarez also had 2 home runs today. So I love seeing, guys that I recently traded just completely fucking explode all over my fucking face. So I love seeing that. So yeah, Kurtz doubled twice, home run, and scored 3 runs tonight. And then the other guy hit 2 home runs. I'm not worried, though. Still think it's a good trade. I'll be able to make up for it. One of the guys was on the bench anyway. And then the one guy I got in the trade that was on the bench for me, Nathaniel Lowe, hit a home run. So maybe I won't be so eager to cut him after all. Baseball news, okay. The Blue Jays won 6-3 against the San Francisco Giants, who are a pretty good team. Kind of though, when you look at the OPSs of the Giants versus the Jays are a far better team hitting the ball. For example, one of the best hitters, Willie Adams, is 700 OPS for the Giants. Wilmer Flores is only a 687 OPS. Devers is definitely good at 839, but really between him and Ramos, like it's him and Ramos, and then the rest kind of fall off. Like Matt Chapman's their 3rd best hitter, so at 754 OPS. So they're 15 games above 500, so they're doing something right, probably on the pitching side of things. But let's just kind of break through what the Jays did, because we don't really give a shit about the San Francisco Giants. Would be nice, though, if this series was being played in Oracle in San Francisco, but it's not. But we'll take a home win any day of the week. We're now 57 and 41, and then we'll get to some other stuff after. So, just going to quickly go through the box score here. Nathan Lucas, 1 for 5. You got George Springer, 1 for 4 with a walk. You got Vlad Guerrero, only 1 for 4. Bo Bichette, 1 for 4. Addison Barger, 4 for 4 today, which is pretty impressive. Probably against all right-handed pitching, though, I would say. Joey Loperfido, 1 for 4, so continuing to hit pretty hot. Ernie Clement, 1 for 3 with an RBI. Will Wagner kind of staying a little hot there. 2 for 4, 2 RBI. He's up to a 655 OPS, which is not good, but it's better than where it was a couple weeks ago when it was in the 500s, right? And then the only guy to go yard today was Tyler Heidemann. He was 2 for 3 with 3 RBIs. His home run came in the 8th inning, and I believe that was the Jays' 28th come-from-behind win of the season. Pitching today was Eric Lauer, 7 strikeouts in 6 innings pitched. He only allowed 2 earned runs and 2 hits. That ERA is at a pretty good sparkling ERA of 2.80. Chad Green lowers his ERA to, he didn't lower it, he heightened his ERA to a 3.73 clip. Did let a run. Brandon Little again had a scoreless inning. He's now under 2 with his ERA. Jeff Hoffman picked up his 23rd save of the year. Strikeout, ERA at 4.79. So, in terms of the AL East, everyone notable lost today except the Yankees, who were down at 1.5-0 and then 7-2. But the Atlanta Braves crumbled like they've been crumbling all season long and ended up losing that game to the Yankees 12-9. So we've got the Blue Jays 3 games up on the Yankees with 1 game to go until they face off against each other. So big series coming up yet again against the Yankees. That one I would say is probably going to be in New York. I'm just guessing, but I'm not sure if it's in New York or not. Maybe it's in Toronto. I'm not really sure. Boston lost to the Cubs. Tampa Bay lost to the lowly Baltimore Orioles. So Tampa's starting to, or no, Tampa came back. Did Tampa come back tonight? Let me take a look here. Yeah, Tampa must have come back. Okay. So Tampa's trying to claw their way into it again. Yeah, they must have came back. They ended up winning 4-3. When I checked, it was, I want to say like 3-0 or something like that. No, it was only ever as bad as 2-0. So maybe I jumped the gun on that and assumed that Baltimore would actually get a win. But Baltimore's just that damn fucking bad. Big takeaway after this game is that fucking Eric Lauer was a hell of a pickup. I've been saying it all year. But I didn't expect him to be a 2.80, nor do I expect him to stay at that by the end of the season. But it's kind of funny that right now the 2 hottest teams, I believe, in baseball, or at least the American League, is the Blue Jays and the Astros for like the last month and a half. And the Jays actually are a half game up on them if you kind of look at it. So, kind of pretty crazy there. We're going to close the chapter on baseball. I don't think anyone else needs to hear anything else about baseball unless it's coming from the Pete Rose Bowl cut, which we'll do in a second. In the golf world, I guess Scotty Scheffler is up 4 strokes. So it looks like he's going to win a championship of some sort. Do not know what it's called. Do not care to know what it's called. So that's your golf analysis right there. Let's just take a minute here. I'm a little thirsty. This damn heat will get you. You know what? Oh, God, I was going to try to plug something in, and then I ended up having carbonated water, go down the wrong fucking pipe, so I wasn't able to cut the promo that I wanted to cut there. All right. Let's start with the scores of the Pete Rose Bowl cut. We've got Team Rodfather up 9-7 in a very closely contested affair against Vlad the Impalers. My guess is going to end 8-8. It could go 9-7 either way. And you know what? Either way, I'm happy with it. We're mashing the ball around. I just don't want to get to 100 losses. Sage is playing real hot. Sage up 13-3 against Alejandro's astounding team. Not playing so astounding this week. The Dark Sliders improved upon yesterday's performance, because I believe they were 8-7 yesterday. Now it's 11-4. And Annette's awesome team is now up 8-7 against bases loaded IBB. So some of the players I traded to her are panning out. She has depth now, and I'd say look out bases loaded IBB, because I think another loss is coming your way. You're going to be in 7th place, I think, regardless, though. So I think you're moving up the ladder, moving the needle, moving the golden needle slowly but surely. We do have a transaction to go over, and by 2, I mean 3. The Dark Sliders has dropped Emmett Sheehan, probably to make way for someone who is on the injured reserve. Also being added is Ronnie Henriquez. Excellent pronunciation right there. And being dropped is Lawrence Butler. So let's do a quick little dive into each of those players so that you guys are up to speed, especially those of you watching the waiver wire. Lawrence Butler, outfielder for the Oakland Athletics, hitting how he normally does in his career, 248. His career average is 249, so pretty consistent there so far. OPS 751, career 754 OPS. He has 16 stolen bases, 13 home runs. Not a great hitter. Is 24 years old though, so potentially a guy to buy if you're in need of stolen bases and power especially. But I don't think he's a great player, but I think he's one that pretty solid if you need someone in the outfield that can do those two tools there, power and speed. This Ronnie Henriquez guy, so kind of interesting. He started as a 22-year-old. Good numbers in 11 2/3 innings, 2.31. Must have blew his arm out in 2023, because I'm seeing no games pitched there in his age 23 season. Then he returned in 2024, pitched to a 3.26 ERA, and only 19 innings, so that has injury written all over it. This year, pitching pretty fucking good, though, I will say. 2.5 ERA, 46 innings, and 64 strikeouts. So that strikeout per 9 is actually quite substantial. That's 12 and a half strikeouts per 9 innings. Now, prior to this season, the best he ever did was 7 per 9. So is it sustainable? I don't know. I'm just pointing out the numbers. I believe that's going to be the Miami Marlins. I'm going to call them the Florida Marlins. Closer the rest of the way. You're probably not going to get a lot of saves from him, because he's playing on the fucking shitty ass fucking team. But then again, they're not that bad. I think they got like 46 wins or something, so they're like 46 and 51. So they'll get you some saves for sure. Now we got to get to the meat and potatoes of how things are going to work for tomorrow. Tomorrow we need somebody to join us for Liar's Bar. So we need a Liar's Bar player for tomorrow. One person here is working, so that's probably a no-go for that person, unless they're astute and can hide what they're doing very well. Play at the same time. You probably have to have a 2-computer thing going on there. Zhao, did you try watching another video to see if you don't get motion sickness with that one? Are you referring to Katrina, who would be, she also has motion sickness or whatever you guys suffer from? The ailment of frailment, I would call it. Nameless, we're going to need you to join us. If Sage can't, you're going to have to, unless John can. I reached out to John tonight, but I didn't get a response on Discord yet, so I'll see if he takes the bait and the gift that I sent him of a pig shaking his head twice. So we'll see what happens there. But we need someone to play. I really want to do Liar's Bar Poker. I think it's going to be fucking awesome. Also, so that's for the Indie Game Cloud stream. For the stream tomorrow, we got Age of Empires 2 Definitive Edition. And Nameless, I'm going to have to lean on you for some information here. So, how does it work if someone uses like an Xbox Pass to play? Because there's no way $40 is being spent when we just had the Steam sale for Age of Empires 2, the Definitive Edition. So I was thinking tomorrow we could start the stream. It works just harder. So how tricky would it be, do you think? So not that tricky. Okay, corpse files. Just have to find the lobby. That might be the hard part. Yeah, that's what I was thinking as well. So corpse files, if you go to your Steam, what do you see in terms of games that are Age of Empires related? You know I'm not going to read that, right? There's no way I'm going to read when I'm on a stream. But I'll take a look at your little link there. Yes, I want to fuck off. It's being a little fucker. Okay, so can read it later. Alright, just set it on Steam there. So that's an option for Age of Empires 2, the Definitive Edition. Corpse Files, I need to know what you have on Steam for Age of Empires games immediately. Copy URL link. Just waiting for a response. Okay. Well, I'm actually going to read it now while I wait for a reply real quick. I'm just going to read it in my head, not aloud. Actually, probably better if I read it out loud because it probably retained the information. So, how do I play Age of Empires 2 DE cross-platform with my friends? Whether you purchased Age of Empires 2 Definitive Edition on the Microsoft Store, Xbox, PlayStation, or Steam. I didn't know that Age of Empires 2 was on Age of Empires 2 was on PlayStation. You'll be able to create and play multiplayer matches with each other regardless of your platform. All you need to do is create a multiplayer lobby for it to show up in the Universal Game Lobby. Note, PlayStation players must link an Xbox account. Well, we don't have the PlayStation thing to worry about. If for some reason you cannot see your friends' lobbies, be sure to make sure that you're on the same game build and crossplay is enabled from the game tab. PC options, menu, Xbox. Oh god. If the lobby still does not show up, follow troubleshooting techniques. I hope it doesn't turn into a troubleshooting thing. That would certainly be a bit annoying. We don't want to be doing troubleshooting on a fucking stream, no? Alright, Corpse Files. I asked a question 3 minutes ago. From my wrenches, I expect more. Welcome to the Thundercloud Sage. What, did you fall asleep at the fucking wheel again? I didn't say anything. I just asked a question. I'm concerned about you. You fell asleep at the wheel, Sage? I didn't say anything. I just asked a question. Oh, I could punish Sage by making him play Liar's Bar. I was actually just going to ask him about Liar's Bar. Sage, you want to play some strip poker tomorrow? I'm sorry, Liar's Bar tomorrow? We need a fourth wheel, and one person here is working. The other has a weak stomach and cannot play because I'll puke over his fucking screen. This would be for the tail end of the Indie Game Cloud stream when we do Valheim. Fuck, the stream starts tomorrow at 5 Eastern. We'd probably be doing Liar's Bar for the last hour of the stream, would be my guess. So I don't know what that would mean. Maybe 8:39. It's a cheap game. It's only like $9 Canadian. What we don't need, perhaps, is Answer Sage. We need action. We need action right now. I need to know. I'm planning things right now. Corpse Files, did you check your Steam to let me know what Age of Empires you have? If you do, please post the name of the game in the chat. That is the final command. Otherwise, you're going to lose your wrench. You don't want to end up wrenchless in Seattle. Get what I did there? If you were in fucking StarCraft right now, Sage, I would fucking Zergling your fucking ass. Zergling rush your ass. Yeah. It wouldn't be so funny. All your fucking SUVs would be fucking dead. No, I would. You'd be lifting off your ship right now with no fucking SUVs left. Just gawking at us fucking do better than you. That's what you'd be doing. Zerg all over his base is what you would see. Absolutely. Abso-fucking-lutely. Corpsto, I'm going to ask one more time. Have you checked your Steam for Age of Empires so we can plan Age of Empires for tomorrow? Because Nameless might need to know if he has to download the third one, if that's the only iteration that you have, and this cross-platform shit goes to fucking hell. Okay, so Age of Empires 2 Definitive Edition is on Xbox, correct? What do you have on Steam? Which iteration? I really don't want to do a cross-platform. You don't have any iteration. Oh, that's a shame. You're missing out. Now, you're not playing it from Xbox, though. Because you can't play a game from Xbox. If you're playing that shit from fucking Xbox, you're not going to enjoy playing it. Can they play it from their computer? Because you would have to play it from your computer, otherwise you're not going to enjoy it at all. It is a game where you have to actually use your mouse. Okay, so pretty sure you can play if it's PC Game Pass. You don't have the Game Pass. We don't need the Game Pass because we're Steam, though. Right? I think Sage sold his Xbox a while ago. What do you mean you couldn't delete your damn house? I'm confused right now. I don't know if I have the pass or not. I'm playing it from Steam. I don't give a fuck how you guys play. I'm the one that's going to take on 2 or 3 of you. You didn't know what button for delete is on the Steam Deck. Oh my god. Xbox has been gone for years. Yeah, Sage has a PS5. Technically, you can get it on the PS5, but then it can encounter... You need to have an Xbox account linked into it. Oh, this is getting so fucking messy. I'll read the PlayStation note that I didn't read earlier. Note. PlayStation players must link an Xbox account to access cross-platform matches. The account linking process can only be performed once between Xbox and PlayStation. More information about Xbox account requirements can be found here. It can be gotten on the PlayStation. I prefer for it to be on the computer, and then the computer and the Xbox. It just seems like if we've got computer, Xbox, PlayStation, we're in for a hell of a fucking time. And I don't mean like a good time. I mean like a long time. The, the thing is I want 2 or 3 people coming at me. I want to show why I'm the greatest of all time when it comes to Age of Empires. So I just want to start off with a warm-up myself. 3 humans versus me. That's it. That's all I'm asking for. Do you know what? There's a chance I would not get wrecked, actually. There is a good chance I would not get wrecked. In fact, I would say the betting odds would probably be 45% in my favor if I was taking 3 of you. If I'm taking 2 of you, I would say the odds would be 75.8% if it's the 2 of you against me in my favor. If it's me versus Zhao, I would beat Zhao. I've proven it. I know what I'm doing. I know what I'm doing. Even though it's been a couple years. It's been, what, 2 years? It's been 2 years. I don't know. Once I get those Teutonic Knights swinging their fucking blades around, you watch the fuck out. And when you see trebuchets coming, they're not there for a warm welcoming. They're there to walk your... Oh my God. There again. Tried to cut a fucking promo, fucking butchered it. If I fucking play as bad as I fucking talk, I will lose the fucking match. That's all I have to fucking say right there. But yeah, those trebuchets, when you see them waltzing in, they're not there to like offer like a, you know, an ally up. They're gonna knock your fucking shit down, and they will do it. I don't know if you guys understand the power of a trebuchet. Especially, like, okay, you know how, you know, the Thundercloud's pretty powerful. But the trebuchets are like 16 times more powerful than a Thundercloud. So they're going to be fucking throwing bolts at you guys. That's all I can say. That's right, when the trebs come marching in. Why am I better than you at that game, Nameless? Or have you been practicing all these years and you've gotten better? What is it that you don't do well? This is a good fact, and I believe this is probably true. Trebuchets can throw a 90-kilogram object over 300 meters away. So a third of a fucking kilometer right there. Unbelievable. The most impressive thing I think that that's ever existed is probably a trebuchet. Bobby Boucher, the trebuchet. So I don't feel like we've really planned for tomorrow, but worst case tomorrow, I will ally up with Zhao, and we will do a run against computers, or I'll do 1 versus 2, 1 versus 3, and I'll be the victor. That's all I gotta say. I'm not losing my first game back. There's no ring rust here. There's no ring rust. There's muscle memory here. And in fact, I think the time away from the sport is going to do me good. Because I've had years to think about these trebuchets and how I can make them stronger. How many shots does a trebuchet take to take down a town center? What is it, 5 or 6? It's not that many. You guys don't even know what a town center is, do you? Fucking noobs. Fucking marks. It's definitely more than 1. I'm kind of pumped up. Age of Empires, honestly. It's too bad they fucked up the 4th edition. It's too bad they fucked up the 4th. I've got Age of Empires, the first one, the definitive edition for that. That wouldn't be a bad one to play, just not tomorrow, but some other time. I like Age of Empires 3 as the change-up. I do like the graphics more in the definitive edition. It is probably more noob friendly if you play the definitive edition, you know, the third one. I'm just gonna do a quick little search on Cheap Shark before we go. Just want to see if there's any bargains out there. But yeah, this would have been a good one. I thought Corpse Files had Age of Empires, so I thought this would have been better. Age of Empires. Let's check the second one first. If you buy it on what's this site here? Fanatical? I don't know if you can buy it on Fanatical, but if you can, it's $10.84. If you can buy it on Fanatical for Age of Empires 3rd, the definitive edition, it's $4.39. Mind you, that's USD, so let's go to Canadian. So $6 Canadian for the 3rd, or $15 if Fanatical works. I'm sorry, Nameless. I will not deviate from Cheap Shark. Cheap Shark has everything you need all in one spot. It's your one-stop shopping for anything PC gaming related. Official sponsor, I just plugged them in naturally right there. I'll see if there's any deals that are better. And that better be a real site that fucking doesn't involve fucking male pornography. Is there any deal.com? Thank you, Sage. Make that official. We can plug them in every fucking stream. Every fucking stream. G2A is solid. G2A is Russian based, I believed. And it's illegal. But it's not illegal for us. It's a lot of like stolen, I don't know what it is, like return. I don't know what they do. What they do is highly sketchy. But I have bought from them before and I never had any issues. Let me do a search here on Zav's site. Age of Empires 2 Definitive Edition. The prices are higher here. The prices are higher here than Cheap Shark. So we need to find out if Fanatical is one that sells to Canadians or if it's just American-based bullshit. That's what we need to find out. I'll check out G2A since I've had good experiences with those little fuckers. You met Green Man Gaming, not G2A? Do you buy from Fanatical? Is that a site you've actually bought from? You've sent me shit from Fanatical I didn't even know. I didn't even realize. So, okay. For $6 fucking dollars, you can go to Fanatical, get the definitive edition, that's the 3rd. Or if you want to pay a bit more, $15 for the fucking 2nd. There you go. Wait, Sage, are you actually telling me that you didn't mean to say G2A? Because I'm on G2A right now, and I'm going to take a little peek at them. Age of Empires 2. The bargain isn't worth it for that key there. Because it's only like $1 something different. And it's actually more expensive on G2A. So Fanatical has the best deal. Sage, I know you've used G2A. You can admit it here. Nobody's going to hear this. Nobody's going to report you. Especially not me. Not going to call the police on you. I mean, I know people that have used it for, myself probably included, can use it for like Windows. You can buy cheap Windows there. Yeah, I bought fucking Warcraft 3 back in the day. Got it for fucking cheap, man. Like, straight up. Yeah, they've got everything. Like, you need fucking Microsoft Office? Don't pay $700 or $800. Waltz your ass over to GTA and get it for fucking $6 or whatever the fuck it is. It'd probably be like $50. I don't know. It'd be a good fucking deal. Let me check. I can't check your link there, Zalry. Cannot check it. All right, so we think the Xbox shit will work. So if you've got the Xbox, you get all Age of Empires for free. Is that correct? Oh. But it's not the definitive, right?
911.
Oops. Oh, wow. All right, the definitive edition is free, so I would recommend both Sage and Corpse. It's a free trial. It's a free trial. It's not the game. It says Age of Empires 3 Definitive Edition offers players a trial of this historical single and multiplayer RTS experience. Note, to unlock all features of the game, please see the base game product. You don't have access to all civilizations and ranked. It's free if you want to do multiplayer. But they wouldn't have all the races and shit if they did it. They wouldn't have access to all the races though. There's not even that many in that game. It's not like Age of Empires 2 where there's like 32 of them. I'd say you're better off buying which civilizations. I'd say you're better off buying it for $6. That's my honest opinion. Or go fund your, go to a GoFundMe page, get someone else to buy it. Especially if you're like a historian buff and you want to play like single player stuff. And Zal, correct me if I'm wrong. You have the definitive edition for $3. This is probably a game I could get Graham to join. So you got 2, 3, 4 DE. You don't have the full because you don't have Age of Empires 1 DE, which I do. Never played it before. I'm kind of interested, to be honest. So should I be downloading the third one just in case we need it? You know, Graham would be happy for me removing him from fucking fantasy, I think. If he wanted to be in fantasy, he would have fucking partook. But did he partook? No. So he got cooked. And that's the last we ever saw of Graham in the fantasy realm. Oh, Sage, I think you missed it earlier. So the picture that I put on today was cut off. So I want to describe the picture to you the way it was presented to me. So you see the picture of Bart at the top there? This is the worst beaten Balacho. And he doesn't look too, he looks kind of, like he's about to piss his fucking pants. You know what I mean? And then Homer Simpson says, worst beat so far. So the picture got fucked up. Zal fucked it up a little bit. He obviously needs to learn to pixelate a little better. But love the effort. Love the message. But it just, you're not seeing it. So that's why I'm describing it for you right now. It's beautiful. It literally sums the game up perfectly. And he made this shortly after he had a tough beat where he waltzed in all fat and cocky. And he ended up getting his ass kicked in the 7th ante because he didn't skip. He thought he could play his fucking hearts out on a debuffed heart field. When he had 26 of 52 or whatever the fuck it was. Half hearts, I think. You got to be more mindful. You got to be more mindful. If you're going to beat Joker, you need to give your all. And you can't fuck up like that ever again. Otherwise, you're just going to be like our mom. Trying to beat Jokerless every day. Hasn't beaten it in fucking 3 goddamn months. Is that how you want your life to be? You want to end up like my fucking mother? Not being able to win a fucking game of Bellaccio for that long? I didn't think so. So, there you go. Words of advice right there. I hear Bellaccio in the background over here, actually. Sounds like there's a run on the go in the next room. Alright, so what's the Age of Empires verdict? Sage? Corpse Files? What's the game plan for tomorrow? No, we're just trying to organize for tomorrow, Sage. Because what I want to do, run escape. I saw that little fucker on sale there during the summer sale. I bet you the price is up now, though, isn't it? I do run escape. I've actually got some plans, Sage. Like, I don't want to be doing Red Dead Redemption all the time. Because, A, I'm not that good at it, for one. B, I want to play other games, too. So, I still do have Path of Exile 2. So, I still have that. We've got the Age of Empires. We've got the Red Dead Redemption 2. Run Escape, I might not be able to do till the next paycheck, but it's a possibility. A lot of the big WoW players switched to Old School RS. The Old School, the one that's free? Isn't there a little fucker that's free? Oh, not that one. The real Run Escape. Okay. I mean, yeah. I mean, I'm down for it. I mean, why not, right? But not tonight. I'm tired. I'm very tired. And when we play Age of Empires, you got to put up... Typically speaking, if you play Age of Empires, you're putting away, an hour and a half or so each game. So if you do, 2 games, you're looking at, 3 or 4 hours? It takes a while. It takes a while. We don't want to hear how you're tired of this shit. We will Age of Empires it up tomorrow. We're going to probably start... I would prefer to do 2 first as well. But if it means we get more people playing on the 3rd, I mean, I'm all for it. But yeah, I'd prefer to go 2 and then 3 sort of thing. To me, it doesn't matter. I mean, they're both good games. I think, though, if you're a noob, it's more simplified in Age of Empires 3. Age of Empires 2 is a bit trickier. Resource-wise, it's trickier. Because you actually have to... 0% on 3. I think I can get you on 3 because I know, unless I lost all my trading cards, I know how to get the good trading cards. I've got a good deck. Good deck on my shoulders. All I know is you get factories. When you get factories, good shit fucking happens. That's all I fucking know. Alright, so we will start early tomorrow, I think is probably what will happen. Potentially around 11 Eastern, maybe earlier. We'll just see how it all shakes out. We will try to play Age of Empires 2, but let's make sure we all download Age of Empires 3, Zal. So we've got options. How's that sound? Alright, I think it's time to put a stamp in this. And Sage Run Escape will be a game we do later on. But I like the idea. And Path of Exile 2, I need to play it at some point because I paid like 50 fucking bucks for it. You know what I mean? So, eventually I need to at least test the fucking open waters a little bit, right? Like a big tuna. All right, guys. We'll reconvene tomorrow at 5 Eastern. Oh, well, that's spicy. That's right, Sage. If you play Liar's Bar, I'll play Run Escape. How's that sound? How's that sound? I like that. That is some good fucking manipulation right there. That's like the barter system, Sage. Just go back to 1700s. If we've got a deal, you can come over here and shake my hand. All right, we'll figure it out. All right, guys. I'm gonna go on a Balacha run right now. I know. I can't believe it either, but I appreciate it. I think that's pugnacious right there. It's truculent. Don't shake his hand. Oh, Betty doesn't wash after using the bathroom. You're saying Sage doesn't. Interesting. Interesting. Oh, Sage, you're gonna have to start washing your hands a little better. Fucking dirtbag. That's right. He went there. He went there. He's jealous of your success in the Pete Rose Bowl cut, is what I hear. Oh, you're saying I don't? Well, that's how I build up my immune system. So yeah, I haven't washed my hands in about 6 to 10 years. I don't know. It's hard to keep track at this point. It was a while ago. That's right. You only get 2 minutes. Yeah, that's right. After a call. Sage says if I win the title, I'm getting a bowl cut in honor of Pete. Now you need to actually do that straight up for at least one day and take a picture of it for the stream. So if you do win the title, you need to actually take a picture of it, and a fake trophy needs to be made, like, I don't know, Photoshop or whatever the fuck it is, of you kissing it with a fucking bowl cut. I think that would be fucking splendid. Honestly, I think that'd be fucking hilarious. Alright, everyone hit the fucking like button. I'm leaving. I'm playing Balacho, listening to fucking tunes, and that's all I'm going to do for the rest of the night. You can also have a sign that says fuck you, Sean Rice, as well. I appreciate that too. Probably shouldn't have said that out loud, but I'm just reading what my fucking people say. Yeah, you will actually. You will, or you won't play Age of Empires. So there you go. That'll be Age of Empires 2 for sure then. Alright, good night guys. Thundercloud is out.